Greetings everyone, hey, thanks for joining me. Taurians, this is your November reading for 2018 using the John Holland deck, 7 cards, the Mystic 7 and 1 card at the end. So let's start the shuffling process. I have already been shuffling for you with your energy in mind and intent in the cards. So just a couple of shuffles. This is for Taurus for November 2018. What's in store? Okay, the first card is your current situation. Wow, that's so nice. Number 19, the Sun. Absolutely beautiful. So major arcana to start with. Then you get the heart chakra over that. That's kind of like a powerful beginning, a real strong energy surge there. Your third, that's your obstacles card though, across there. Your third card is your aspiration, which is what you aspire to. Your fourth card is what needs to be awakened, which is the Devil card, number 15, temptation. The fifth card is what lies behind you, which is intuition. Your sixth card is what is the next stage, which is number 3 of wands, partnerships and alliances. And your seventh card is what will be, which is the throat chakra. So a couple of chakra points that have come out, as well as 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. So, you know, there's quite a strong lot of messages here for you, and there have been for everyone. I seriously haven't figured out totally what is in store for November, but it feels like it's packing a punch. And I think for a lot of people it will take the readings through November and into December as well. Let's start with the first card, which I think is the most beautiful of all, number 19, the Sun. This is your current situation. The Sun speaks for itself. It's one of the favoured cards in the deck. It offers light, love in particular, energy, the beginnings, so new things around you and new things at possibly all arenas of life. This can be romance, relationships, love, health, career, money, finances, blah, 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 on it goes. This could just be how you're feeling right now, or this could be the energy within certain projects around your life. There is a possibility that there's just so much new beginning going on for you, and I've just said how many different arenas it could be in. I also feel that the Sun card often diffuses negativity from any of those around it, and the only one we really see here is the Devil card down the bottom. But remember, the Devil card doesn't have to represent negativity. It represents messages for us about things to bring into balance. So the second card, which is your obstacles, is your heart chakra. Now, if this is across the Sun, again, I think it will be lessened a little bit. So I have a feeling that the Sun might be nurturing it, or helping it to open, or helping it to bloom. So if the heart chakra is at your emotional level, this can quite often be associated with love or with relationships. So for some of you, there might be a block there, or there might be some pain that you are nurturing, or something that needs opening or activating. Some of you may have felt a bit closed off, or a bit full of resentment one way or another, or holding back in a particular area around relationships. This could be close, like your romantic one, or it could be family relationships, or work, or communities. So it's up to you to kind of feel into the energy or synergy of that. I will put one of the beautiful green crystals on too, to just give some of that green energy through there, because that's a prayer night crystal, just to give that vibration off a little bit more. The other thing it can represent is physical heart health. Some of you may know someone who is going through a problem with the heart, or through that part of the body, such as the chest or lungs. They may be needing your support if that's the case. Or you might be thinking, does this person, are they aware of a physical problem they might have? So you could be the person who takes them to a test, or helps them to improve something about their health or vitality. If it's not someone else, it could be yourself, and it could be that you need to do some physical work on your physical body area. So whether it's diet, or blood tests, or echocardiograms, or blood pressure, or lowering cholesterol, or any of those type of things, might be prudent to have a check done on them right now. But oftentimes if there is a blockage in an area of our chakra bodies, it can be resolved through meditation or eating certain foods, or herbs or flower essences are very good, and wearing the particular colour, so wearing greens or eating green vegetables or being outdoor around green plants, etc. If you clear the blockage and get it free flowing, you'll find a lot more of that pleasure and bliss and harmony and feelings of love and light can flow through your body, which could bring you more happiness again. So there's just the two ways of looking at those two cards combined together. If we come to the third card, we have what is your aspiration, and it's the waiting game. Oh, I suppose everyone would think that's a bit boring. So what are we waiting for? You've got 2 2s in your reading, actually, here and here. So the number 2 could be relevant. 2s are also about bringing balance into the situation, and this card is as well. So it feels for some of you there is a requirement to balance things out in November, and you'll know at what level and what we're referring to here. If this is the waiting game, it talks about sometimes with career, because that's the 2 of Wands. So some of you might be waiting to make a decision on whether you change a career or apply for a promotion, or you're waiting on a wage rise, or you're waiting to hear about a potential, like an increase, a promotion within a workplace that you're currently working. It could be that you are waiting to hear on exam results or degrees, or waiting to hear if you've been accepted for a certain modality, like say you're applying to become an electrician or a teacher or a doctor. You might be waiting on these sorts of things. If it's an aspiration, it feels as though the waiting is going to pay off because it could be beneficial for you. So don't go rushing into too many things. Take the time to make sure you've done the right things in terms of applications, or giving information, or sourcing information, or letting people know what you want or which direction you're heading. So in other words, make sure your strategies are in place to help this waiting period become beneficial to you. If we look at the 4th card, it's what needs to be awakened. And a few people have had this card out, and they've had it in that position. The devil talks to us about out of balance, which I've said before, being off kilter, being a bit obsessed about something. It can be food or drugs or alcohol or nicotine or working or spending or personalities or relationships. So if this needs to be awakened, it could be telling you that you need to be aware of any obsession you might have, or aware of the fact that you might be involved in relationships that are unbalanced or unhealthy. So if this is the case, it would be good to review it right now. Some of you may want to seek help. You might need somebody to help you work through it, going to a counsellor or a mediator, especially if you're in something like an abusive relationship or you have been abused in any way. Know that you have the right to live a healthy, happy life, and if someone else is denigrating that or making it impossible one way or another, then you need to seek help from someone else, from an exterior person quite often, to be able to have the strength to make the moves to get out of it. It is a very difficult situation when someone else is holding the power over you. And again, if this is you holding the power over something, even if it's yourself, like an obsession, this could be a really good time to go and get some treatment for it, or to try and break the pattern of it. If we come back to this 5th card, which is what lies behind you, and we see the intuition card, it's a number 2. We've talked about that. So 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, who knows, 2 people, 2 houses, 2 bank accounts. Anyhow, the intuition, if it lies behind you, it's saying that at some time you may have been really connected to this, and it would have provided you with answers or insight or awareness or the feeling of celestial or cosmic connection. It might pay you to re-establish that again and to reconnect, because you might find answers about the questions you're asking as the month goes on and the year goes on. It might help to give you freedom, and it might help you to bring balance back into seeing perspectives of situations. If we come to the card number 6, it's what the next stage will be. That is a really cool picture for the card. It's the Three of Wands, and it shows this partnership and alliance. And I have a feeling that's why we were waiting up here to connect these alliances and partnerships. And again, this can be considered quite often. It turns up when it's around a career situation or a job opportunity or our finances or our creative sector. So some of you might be about to embark on this new alliance, which could be a new job or a new, like, you know, going to carry on your studies, so going to med school or going to be a physiotherapist or an electrician or whatever. It feels as though there is a partnership possibility that is teaming up for you. Now, it doesn't just have to be our career, it can be a creative, fiery passion that you've got going on in life. Some of you, it might be about writing or producing works of art or creative pieces in life, and it might be that you team up with someone to do it. This could also represent the ability to team up just with other people, like-minded people who become like an alliance in life. So this could be new friends. This can also happen as we broaden our perspective and move out and overseas. So this could be via things like the internet or through bigger arenas of people, even such as social platforms like Instagram or Facebook or any of those things. This is where this alliance or allegiance or expansion might even stem from or be heading into. We come to your final card, the 7th, and it's what will be, and we see the throat chakra. So we're kind of back in the chakra energy body again. I'm going to put this stone on, which is the angelite stone, which is very soothing, good for the throat, and very good for passive or gentle communication. So with the throat chakra, it often tells us there could be a blockage in this area of our body where we need to speak up more or communicate more. And again, communication about any subject of any sort. So this could be communicating with peers or partners or work colleagues or family members or yourself or your celestial guides back at this, you know, over here, like connecting again intuitively and communicating that way. So by communicating, you free up obstacles, you free up confusion, you allow for more movement forward, for more harmony, for more balance, again, because we're talking about removing the balance. There could be, for some of you, we come back to that physical perspective, and some of you may have throat or neck or the top of your head issues. You could have things like a bone out in the back of your neck that might need manipulation or exercise. Some of you may have throat problems like a sore throat or a flu or virus that comes in there, or you may need teeth seen to. For some of you, it could be about the thyroid or the parathyroid hormones, which are in the neck, and possibly even, we've talked about speaking and communication and the voice, but possibly even about hearing, because communication isn't just speaking, it is also listening and hearing things. Writing things down in particular is very good as well as being heard by other people and being listened to. So there's a whole bevy of different things which that card opens itself up to. But I certainly believe very strongly that communication is the key to resolving almost every form of problem. It's also the key to evolution as humans, because that is our fundamental thing that we use to move forward with in life. So I think having it as your last card allows you freedom to move forward into the next month at your level, at your choice, and how you wish to set it all up. So there we are, Taurians. Let's just move the crystals back off the cards, and we will get rid of the cards for now and give your last one out and see what it is. One of the angels of Atlantis. We will shuffle them for you. One more. Okay. Sandalphon, evolution. I love Sandalphon. He's the archangel of earth as well. Beautiful orangey colour of the hues coming in there, orangey reds, sort of at the bottom end of the chakra wheel. But evolution, it tells us that things are constantly evolving and changing. And I kind of mentioned that just at the very end with that communication card when I said this is the way we evolve as human beings. So they are giving you a message that you are on this road of evolution, and I think that that last card, the communication one, gives you the ability to choose your evolution and to choose which way to go through the art and the gift of communication. So you can call upon this angel anytime you like during the month and even further into the year for like clarification, for helping to see into the future, for helping to direct answers, and for helping to find what it is you are seeking on this gift or this journey of evolution. We are always changing every moment of every day, and moving forward with knowledge and insight and awareness is the best way to be. So thank you again, Taurians. I wish you all the best for a wonderful November ahead with much evolution and communication and enjoyment. So please leave your comments and like and sub the channel, and remember to check your moon and rising signs as well. Much love everyone. Namaste.